Hello, I'm Mayor Barbara McMorrow, and on behalf of Deputy Mayor Lester Preston, Committeeman Anthony Amiato, Committeeman Tom Cook, Committeeman David Salkin, I welcome you to From the Mayor's Desk. And with me today is Margie Yan, our health officer here in the beautiful township of Freehold, and Linda Brown, who is our health educator and the coordinator of our Mayor's Wellness Campaign. And that's our topic for the program, the Mayor's Wellness Campaign. We're in the beginning of the year, and I'm sure all of us have made and already broken many of our resolutions. And most resolutions have to do with health. We're going to eat healthier. We're going to exercise more. We're going to lose weight. And we make the resolutions, we break them, and then we wait till the next year to begin again. And the Mayor's Wellness Campaign is a program that runs throughout the year so that we can try to be a healthier community. And Margie and Linda have joined me today to talk to me about talk to me and share with all of you exactly what the Mayor's Wellness Campaign is and how you can become involved with it as well. So why don't we begin first with what is the Mayor's Wellness Campaign?
The Mayor's Wellness Campaign is a committee of residents who are, I guess, share a passion for having a healthy committee. So they are working kind of on a big picture level to try and facilitate an environment in Freehold Township that promotes healthy living and allows everyone to achieve optimum health.
And I know we have great representatives of the larger community. We have doctors and nurses as well as people from the schools on our committee. And full disclosure, I'm also a member of the Mayor's Wellness Committee. And we have such a great representation because everyone is concerned about keeping well, if you are well, and getting well, if you're not. Now, how did it start? I know that it's a state initiative, and it is part of the New Jersey Healthcare Quality Institute. Maybe you could just tell us briefly, what is the New Jersey Healthcare Quality Institute, not easy to say, and how this evolved into the campaign?
That's an institute or a group of individuals or a committee, or I'm going to say it's a group of individuals who are actually work in different areas within the state, promoting health, primarily through healthcare. And one of the things that they realized is to have a healthy community, you really need to have mayors and elected officials on board to really help promote and create an environment. So they came up with this campaign probably about 10 years ago, or even more. And basically it's just urging, and they give you tools and things to help mayors and community members motivate the community and get them moving to action and improving the health.
And I know that we've been doing a few things already in the township, and we'll talk about that in a moment. But we have a logo that perhaps we can discuss, show. I don't know if it'll show too well on the camera, but we have our logo. If you could just turn that around so they can see that. It is the NJHCQI. I don't want you to think that I memorized that. I read that off my notes. But they have their logo, and we have one that is for Freehold Township, and maybe you could just explain what it represents.
Sure. So the difference between our logo and the state logo, we borrowed some of the design, but we added a little bit more of our own. One of the things that we feel were slightly unique in our outlook here in Freehold Township versus some of the other communities, we wanted to look at health kind of as a full picture. So instead of just looking physically at health, which is certainly important because if we're not physically well, then it's difficult to achieve health otherwise. But what our logo has is we have healthy body, healthy mind, healthy spirit, and healthy community. So what we are hoping is that we can promote overall health as far as someone's overall being. So again, physical health is important, but if they are not mentally feeling as well as they could be, there's certainly improvement. So when we're looking at health, we are looking at it very large picture. So some of the initiatives that we're involved in, we are hoping to address all four of those issues.
And I know that there's different segments of the community that we target also to try to get them as part of the Mayor's Wellness Campaign. We had, with the students in the community, we had a color run last year that was very successful. We had over 300 people on a beautiful day running through our park. And that was really a lot of fun. It really was. It was fun. You didn't even know you were exercising. You were having such a good time. What other programs are we doing or are we working to present in the future?
I think one of the things about the Mayor's Wellness Campaign is that it actually focuses on 4 areas. So it's really employees in motion. So we're concerned about the working environment for employees working here in Freehold Township. Children in motion, and that's where we did the functions with the school kids and trying to work with our area schools to try and improve the health of the kids within the school system. We have seniors in motion. We don't want to forget about our seniors, which is an important commodity for us here in the township. And then our final one is really the community emotion. So that's just generally when we talk about the built environment and parks and things like that. And so really we work our programs around those 4 areas to encompass the entire community and dabble a little bit in each one. So there's no one particular focus. It's really everybody.
Well, I'll tell you something, not with the Mayor's Wellness Campaign, although maybe tangentially it applied. Once a month at our senior center, they have a luncheon and they have a DJ and they dance. And I'm one of the ones who goes to about 180 seniors who show up. And I'm telling you, except for when they break for lunch, they're dancing the afternoon away. And that's a great way to keep physically fit. I know that I get tired by the end of that afternoon. But things like that are important, and we have it throughout the community. I know we have something here for our employees also, where we had a fair for them, a health fair for them.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe you could just speak a little bit about that, what we did here for our employees.
Sure.
Sure, I can speak to that. So we're actually, it's continuing right now. We have made an annual event for our employees here. So it's a multifaceted program that encompasses not only getting them moving and active, there's a walking component. We're encouraging them to use a gym facility, as well as educational pieces. So we have a series of lunch and learns, as well as the beginning and the end of the program. We have some screenings available, because certainly when we're talking about health, if we are not aware of our progress, if there is any, or if we're just looking to maintain weight, blood pressure, whatever it might be, that's what we're trying to facilitate through the program. And certainly we're lucky in the sense that there is much more of a catalyst to really, as Margie said, to really put up an emphasis on keeping our employees healthy for a number of reasons, but it's a great format to run a program like this, because as we know, people are spending a lot of time in the locations that they're working. So this is not something that's completely unique to Freehold Township, but we really are very proud of what we've been able to offer to the employees, and we have been able to bring in representatives from the different departments, not just here in Town Hall, which is probably the largest set of employees in one space throughout the day, but we're hoping to expand the offerings throughout the year so that we can continue to offer some unique things to continue to have people motivated outside of just the parameters of this 6-week program that we're running now.
We had a contest about steps, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Was it last year, I think?
Yeah. And that's actually, I think that may have been 2 years ago,
2 years
the STEPS program, but we've actually incorporated essentially that idea as a component of the employee wellness program I was just talking about. So again, the more pieces that we can kind of bring in, it just is another way to remind people while they're at work to talk about changing the culture. So we had one lunch and learn that was centered around breathing and stress management, and having that be a talk that employees within the same office can talk about and be a support system is really something that we're really looking to achieve, not just for the employees, but kind of outside of the employment.
Something they could do at home as well.
Absolutely.
So for our viewers who are watching, what could they do at home to just up the exercise level a bit? Something maybe, could you share an idea that you had at one of our lunch and learns maybe?
Sure. Well, one of our current other initiatives too is we have Karen Weinstein is a wonderful yoga instructor that has been on with us since I believe October of last year, and she speaks to the fact of maybe not physically fit, but being able to be mindful of your own breathing and taking a moment to, if you're feeling a stressful situation or if you're having trouble falling asleep, really encompassing the idea of taking deep breaths, and that can be at work, at home, if you're driving, if you're in a stressful situation, certainly while you're exercising. It can really kind of keep you more in tune with your own self and really make you more efficient at all of the things you're doing. So whether you're going out for a run at a color run or if you're at the gym working out, it can be a nice way to center yourself and really concentrate on what you're doing.
You mentioned stress, and I think that's perhaps one of the biggest issues that we have with health today, because that impacts so much on the entire body. There's so many ways that we're under stress, and we usually keep it all inside. And I think that's part of the reason why we're talking about let's exercise, let's breathe, because even doing something is better than doing nothing. When you say it's also part of the Mayor's Wellness Campaign as well. You don't have to do everything, but you should do something to get yourself up and moving, or eating a little healthier, getting a little bit more sleep. Those steps, at least, even if they're incremental.
And I think that's, when we talk about New Year's resolutions, and everybody likes to draw that line, myself included. And I think the biggest thing that people can, learn is that the big steps are hard. A small incremental change is significant. So if you don't exercise now, go out and take a walk one day a week for an hour. And then, maybe next year you can improve that to 2 days a week. It's one of those things that, just a little bit of change. And I find it becomes, it builds on itself. So the more active you are, the more you want to stay active. And you learn to depend on that. So,
Even now where I'm reading you should stay hydrated, so if you don't like to drink water, if you drink 1 glass of water a day, it's better than nothing at all.
It's like you're saying, small changes can add up and build on each other and make a big change in the end.
Right, and that's part of why we're here today also, is to tell all our viewers that you really should try to at least do one thing and stay with it for the year. And it doesn't have to be, as you said, Mark, it doesn't have to be a big achievement. Small achievements eventually add up as well, and you stay with it. That's the problem that we usually have, is that we have this big idea of what we want to do. I'm going to go to the gym every day, and then when you don't, you figure, why should I go at all? And the Mayor's Wellness Campaign is saying, if you make the big goal and you don't achieve it, break it down into smaller ones and achieve those, and you're going to have progress as well in a very positive way. So what is our mission exactly? We've talked about a lot of things.
Yeah, what I'd like to do is read the mission, which is a little, just because this is verbatim, and then I'll kind of talk a little bit about it. Our mission is advance a culture of health and wellness in Freehold Township by educating the community about healthy choices, encouraging active lifestyles, and fostering quality programs through collaborative community partnerships that promote an optimum state of wellness for all. So really, part of the goal of the Mayor's Wellness Campaign is really to take a lot of the good things that are already going on in our community and bring them together kind of in one, under a roof, in the sense that they're all interrelated. So it's kind of, as the mayor, you recognize that there are many different community organizations and groups and schools, or everyone are doing so many good things. What we like to do is kind of bring that all together and kind of make it make sense, and maybe look at some of the gaps that we have in our community, and then maybe bring in new programs that will address areas of need. Maybe certain activities that are not available that might be beneficial. So that's kind of the overall arching. I don't know if you can add anything to that, but I think the idea is to kind of bring
it all together under one umbrella
and make sense of and connect.
And see where we don't
everything.
have, where we need to do more,
Right.
and where we're doing well to applaud that and let everybody know
Right.
what's going on. You also, Linda, you're in with the schools as well, are you not?
Well, we have worked with the schools. We're continuing to evolve our collaboration with the schools. And just as an example, with Katina, we've had good support with them being willing to share the model that they have had. And we use the term a lot, not reinventing the wheel, kind of within public health or in health as a whole. And that's a perfect example of, with our Youth in Motion, that school has a really wonderful program. And instead of us attempting to reinvent the wheel for other schools that are looking to expand their options for, healthier programs for their students, we have been able to work with representatives from Katina as well as some of the other schools, and kind of help to sort of facilitate creating sort of a similar culture to what they have there. So kind of as Margie said, we're really just trying to be a better connection piece. We're not trying to take away the good that's already being done. But sometimes we find that people don't know what exists. So if we can also offer that connection in the sense that if someone is looking for a healthy activity to do with their family, perhaps our website could be a place that they look to we're in the process of creating a healthy calendar, so that if you are looking for something that maybe is a little better of an option for you on a rainy Saturday, you can come to our website and take a look at what community events may be taking place for your family to go on. So that's in the works, but that is one of our 2016 initiatives that we're hoping to kind of, as we said before, the different areas within the community regardless if you're a senior, if you have children, if you're, whichever age you are and what you're looking for, we hope that we can really bring that all together for everybody.
And you had mentioned our website, so maybe you would be so kind as to tell our
Sure.
viewers how they could reach us.
So twp.freehold.nj.us/MWC. We do have the logo that we talked about before is right on the homepage. So if you can't get directly to that page, you can find us right on the homepage there. You can click our logo and get right to our resources that are available there.
And they could also sign up for the pledge.
Yes.
So let's tell them what the pledge is.
And I'm going to hold this up again. So this is actually what our pledge looks like. So a lot of what we've already talked about really falls into this. So what our pledge is asking you to, if you're interested, be active, eat healthy, and track your progress. So our pledge came up as a way to sort of engage our community in the sense that sometimes we feel like we need to do something in order to be a part of anything that we do. So we want this almost to be a homework for you as a community member. If you are interested in kind of being more involved in what we're doing, the pledge is a perfect way to start. So we don't have specific numbers. So if you, Marty said before, if you're not exercising and you would like to be sort of in our umbrella of what we're doing, this is a good way to maybe make you a little more accountable for going out for that walk one day a week. When we talk about eating healthy, we're all faced with these options of maybe some better solutions to our diet and not such great solutions. So if this can be a way for somebody to say, I'm going to try to make one better choice each day, then let this be the accountability for that. And then tracking your progress, this can be kind of twofold. This can be if you have not been to the doctor in quite a while, we would really encourage you to go get a physical. If you don't know what your cholesterol or your blood pressure numbers are, those are important factors to our physical health, our mental health, and just kind of our overall health as for everyone. The other piece of that tracking your progress is if you are not exercising now, we spoke a little bit about goals. Let this be the piece that you can actually write down your goals and make yourself a little more accountable for it, because we can all say things that we would like to do, but if we're not being specific in how we would like to do it, it's very difficult to track if we have been successful. So if you are interested in taking a part of the pledge, we would encourage you to go to our website. You can click directly on the picture of the pledge. We'll just ask for a little bit of your information, including an email, so that if and when we have more community events coming up, we can let you know that those are happening. So hopefully that will help keep you accountable for the things that you are pledging to be part of.
But we don't share that with
Absolutely not.
anyone
No,
else,
we
so
will
you
not
don't
share
have to
that.
worry. That's not shared by anybody, and you don't have to share with us how you're doing with your goals either. But we would appreciate if you would take the pledge. I know I have, and it's very easy to do. If I can do it, anybody can do it, and it just makes you feel personally good that you've pledged to try to do these things. And the Mayor's Wellness Campaign Committee thought this would be a good idea to involve the entire community. So we're trying to get everyone in Freehold Township to take the pledge, and that is to eat healthier.
So to be active, eat healthy, and to track my progress
There you
are
go.
the three
Okay.
things we're asking.
All right. And again, it doesn't have to be a huge goal. You can have a small goal and achieve it throughout the year, and you'll get the desired effect as well. So I know that I've been doing that. And you start with a small goal, and like drink 1 glass of water a day, because I was very bad at not doing that, and so now it's 2 glasses a day. And it may not seem like much, but it really does make a difference. So, and especially as the mayor this year, I feel compelled to be healthier, so I'm going to work at that. And we'll see by the end of the year how I've done with it.
Now you've made yourself accountable to
That's right.
to-
That's right. So now, right. So if you see me walking through Freehold Township, you'll know why. It's not that I have trouble with the car. It's that I'm trying to get healthier as well. So we know how the residents can sign up. And if they want to learn more about the Mayor's Wellness Campaign, they can visit our website, Facebook, and Instagram.
So we have, we were able to roll out a Facebook and an Instagram account over the summer. So if you're interested in following us or liking our page, for Facebook, it's the Freehold Township Mayor's Wellness Campaign. For Instagram, it's Freehold Mayor's Wellness Campaign. And you can either follow us or like us, and we have been making a bigger effort to really put some resources and things out there that may be of interest to you. So we would highly encourage you to stay connected to us and what's going on through that, as well as taking our pledge.
and they can interact with you through these sites as well.
Absolutely.
Yes. We encourage it.
So if you have ideas, please feel free to share it with us. If you have questions,
Absolutely.
please ask them. If you want to become more involved, please let us know as well. Because this is all about our community. You know, they say Freehold Township is a family town, and it truly is. So we're all part of the same family, and good health is probably one of the most important things that we can hope for in the new year and every year. Because if you have your health, you have everything. And this is what we're doing with the Mayor's Wellness Campaign. Any last thoughts for our viewers at all that they would need to know?
No, I think just that we really encourage you to get involved, and we think there's a lot of activities that are going to be coming down the pike, and follow us by all means. We think we'll have some fun things to add. And
You know, I just want to add one thing that I had mentioned the seniors. I really should also mention our students and our young people, young members of our Freehold Township family at camp. My goodness, if you ever stop by our camp during the summer, you'd be exhausted just watching what they do. And really, truly, that's just a great way for the children to become active. And hopefully, when camp is over, they continue with that. So if you need to be encouraged, I encourage you to do that, to stop by and to see them. It really makes you, it's a feel-good moment when you go there and you see all these young people so actively involved. And we have our new playground, playground called My Playground for children of all abilities. So all our children can come to our parks, our Michael J. Tide Park, and they can, on Georgia Road, and they can all play on our playgrounds, and that's a great way to stay healthy as well. So,
And that actually
did
brings
that.
up a really nice point as far as, again, going to our overall community feel of, the camp is a perfect example. You're kind of breaking the mold of a lot of the trends of kids nowadays are being a lot more sedentary. So that's one of the things as a whole that we would really like to encourage kids, families, everybody together to really, kind of take a step to maybe break some of that sedentary time. And if we can all work together to create a little bit of a different culture, it's not going to happen overnight. That's really another, going back to our mission, really what we're hoping to accomplish, kind of more long-term thinking. So that was a perfect example, especially in that youth, of really a nice avenue to see kind of that principle in action.
And there's so many of them, it does my heart good to see such a large crowd out there in
Absolutely.
our parks. It really does. So I thank you so much. Again, with me, Margie Yon, our health officer for Freehold Township, and for also Freehold Borough, and for Upper Freehold Township. So we're very proud to have her here with us. And Linda Brown, who is our health educator and coordinates the Mayor's Wellness Campaign, which is a daunting task with all of us, with all of our ideas, and she tries to coordinate it all, put it all together for us. So again, please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any questions or concerns or just want to share an idea with us. And you can do that again on our website, on Facebook, on Instagram. Didn't I say that like I know how to use all this
they
technology?
can call us. They can call the health department
Oh,
at
okay.
732-294-2060.
That's great. Yes, I
Okay,
forgot
so
about
for
that.
those
Yes.
of you who are not inclined to do Facebook or email, you're welcome to call us.
For those of you and some of us who are not so good with technology, that's a great idea. So you can call the health office as well. And please feel free to do that. We really do want your input and interaction. And please don't forget to take the pledge. We really would like our numbers to get up to show that we are all involved in getting healthier and being well. So if you'll sign the pledge, we would appreciate that. And I appreciate the two of you taking time out of your very busy schedules to spend some time with us today from the Mayor's desk.
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
And I want to thank all of you for viewing our program. And until next time, stay well and stay safe.